Hi guys, and welcome to this 10-minute mobility snack. We are going to be ironing out all the kinks in the body today from too much sitting or traveling. And we're going to begin on our backs. Bend the knees and walk the heels in close towards the seat. Begin to engage the pelvis. So press the lower back into the mat, take your hands to your lower belly, and begin to feel the tension in the lower part of your core. Tuck the chin to your chest. And then take the hands to the thighs. We want our arms to be straight here, so walk the feet in close or far enough away for this to happen, but there's no bend in the arms. Take a full breath in, and then let it out. Okay, beginning to connect with the breath and breathing deep into the core. Extend the arms out wide to a T and finding some gentle neck movement. Gently look over to the left hand and pressing both shoulder blades into the ground. Take the gaze over to the right. Come back over to the left side. Keep tucking that pelvis in, deep belly breaths. Gaze over to the right. One more each side. Turn the neck to face the left. And then over to the right. Bring the gaze back to center, setting up for a low bridge. Really tuck the pelvis in, ground through the heels. And on an inhale, lift the hips off the ground. Take the hands beside you. Keep tucking the chin to the chest. Pull the belly in. You can bring your hands to the top of the belly and behind your back to sandwich the stomach. Really manually engage here. And then flutter the knees open just a little bit, bringing them through center and then taking them just wide enough to feel the glutes start to fire up. And taking a few more, really press through the shoulder blades and bring the knees together, staying in the low lunge. We'll find some small pulses, lowering the hips an inch off the ground, and then pressing the hips high. Beautiful. Actively press through the hands. Gaze down the chest. Last one. And release. Release the hips back down to the mat. And on an inhale, lift the right leg. Flex the foot. Imagine that you are pressing the wall in front of you. And then begin to internally and externally rotate the knee. The lower back is pressed firmly into the mat. Left foot is grounded. All that's moving here is that right leg. Great job. Stay here. Keep that right leg lifted. And then lift the hips. Find that low bridge. And pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Gently release the hips. Plant the right foot down. Lift the left leg. Keep pressing that belly in, lower back onto the mat. And then internally and externally rotating here. Really tune into the leg. Try and isolate the movement. Good, and then coming back to center. Let's lift the hips and find those 5 pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done. Lower the hips down, plant both feet. Full breath cycle. Bend both knees and hug them into the chest, reaching around to grab the knees, and then opening up the hips manually here by drawing big circles with the knees. Go ahead and reverse the direction, pulling the knees in close together and then wide apart. And then bending the knees, flexing the feet, extend the arms out to a T. Exhale, lower the knees down to the left side, find a twist. Finding some open books here, bring the right hand and touch that left forearm. Inhale, open it back up. Exhale, right hand comes over. Head is just following here. Good, couple more. Keep matching the breath with the movement. Working on opening that upper thoracic part of the body. And then extend the right hand long, draw the knees in through center, and then drop them over to the right. Bring the left hand to touch the right forearm and open it back up. Good, finding 5 here on this side. Open the chest up as that left hand reaches down to the ground. And then bring it back over to touch that right forearm. Good, extend the left arm long, draw the knees back into center. Give them a nice little squeeze and then rock yourself all the way up into a tabletop. Crossing the legs and rolling the body forward. Now bring the knees in a little closer than you'd expect here. Tuck the pelvis in, draw that lower belly up and into the spine. And then take the left knee out to the side for this little fire hydrant. Finding 5 here, keep pressing through 10 fingers, grounding through the right knee. Good, and then taking that left knee back down to the ground. Let's inhale for our fire hydrant on the other side. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Release the right knee down to the ground. We're going to sit up for a 90-90 lunge. Step the left foot in between the hands. Straight front shin. And tuck the pelvis in so that that back leg is also straight. Plant the right hand down and then open up the chest by inhaling and extending the left arm to the sky. Now release the neck here. Allow it to drop over to the right shoulder. And on an inhale, rise up into your twist. Left hand reaches to the back. Tuck the pelvis in. And then inhale, bring that left arm forward. Open the chest up as you exhale. Moving here, extend the right arm out in front. And then find that open book movement as that left hand reaches back and forward. Opening up the chest, opening up the trunk. Good. Frame out that front foot. Tuck the back toe and press back for a downward facing dog on the tiptoes. Big bend in the knees. Let the head rest in between the arms, but not through it. So we want to melt that upper body towards the thighs. And then begin to rock back and forth on those toes. Keeping that bend in the knees, gaze forward, step the right foot in between the hands. Find that 90-90 lunge on the other side. Reach the arms up. And then plant the left hand down, right hand reaches for the sky. Once again, release the neck. The head can melt towards that left shoulder. Allow it to hang wherever it would like. One more breath. And on your next inhale, rise up into that revolved 90-90 lunge. Bring the right hand forward and open the chest. Send it back. Once again, bring that left hand to the front of the room. Find that open book movement. Plant the hands, frame out the front foot. Press back, downward facing dog. Same setup, big bend in the knees, high on the toes. Step the feet to the top of the mat and curl your way up to standing. Closing down with 3 big shoulder shrugs. Go forth and have an amazing day. Thank you for joining me for this quick practice. I'll see you in the next one.